Good morning, good morning. Come with me to sign with the San Francisco 49ers. For those of you who followed my journey over the past season, it's been crazy, from Cleveland to Arizona and then finishing up in Minnesota. However, this offseason I was officially a free agent, which gives you an opportunity to see the opportunities out there and talk to multiple teams. With the culmination of free agency coming at the beginning of this week, I've decided to take my talents to San Francisco, California. So I got my car to the airport, got my Chick-fil-A, and we're off to the sunny bay. When you sign with a new team, everything happens really fast. Literally, the second you decide to sign with that team, they fly you out first class the next morning and you're at their facility. And you have to go through a ton of logistics. You head over to the hospital, do physicals, you get checked out to make sure you're healthy and everything is all good. Then you head over to the complex in order to handle the business of the hour. As I'm sure you guys are aware, each team is different. So here in San Fran, the complex is also integrated into the stadium. So here's the beautiful stadium. It was a great sunny day in California, and now it was time for the official business. As you can see, we got the throwback feather. We are excited to be here in San Francisco. Here's the money shot right here with the smiles. And after that, we head back to Dallas to get back to training. I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Josh Dobbs has a phenomenal social media presence. If you go look at his TikTok is booming. And with that whole behind the scenes, it's really cool to kind of get a day in a life perspective of what it looks like when a player signs with the team. Just like he said, he signed, and the very next day he's flying out first class to go to the facility, get the contract officially inked, go do the physical, which means he has to go to the hospital, which honestly, I never really heard that before. So that's actually some cool insight into the logistics behind how this all works, because obviously we think, oh, they agreed to the deal and it's done. They have to go do the physical. And that is one of the key elements in this, because if they don't do the physical, who knows what issues pop up. Like we just saw with Chase Young. Chase Young had to have neck surgery right after he signed with the Saints, and he signed a $13 million guaranteed deal. So they did that knowing he needed that surgery, most likely. But again, you want to be able to make sure there's no deteriorating ligaments, no hairline fractures, nothing that can pop up and, you know, be an issue. I mean, think back to last year when Jimmy Garoppolo signed with the Raiders. The whole thing got delayed. They even had to reschedule their opening press conference because they found out that he had like a break of some sort, like in his foot, I believe. I could be remembering that incorrectly, the exact details. But I remember that whole stink and that whole situation of all the media in the building ready to talk to Jimmy Garoppolo and them saying, sorry, guys, we're going to have to reschedule this to another time, because they found in the physical process that there was an injury that needed to be surgically repaired. And then based on that, they had to do a whole structuring of the contract and how it was all set up. So the physicals are a very important aspect of it. And again, just kind of a little bit behind the scenes of how that works out. But um, it's pretty funny. I'm not sure I've been more excited for a backup quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers in a long time, outside of guys that have been drafted, like when Alex Smith was here. And of course, you draft Colin Kaepernick. That was an exciting move. Um, but I think this is a good quality player, person that you're injecting into your locker room, that you're putting in the quarterback room with Brock Purdy. And again, one of the things with Josh Dobbs is that he has nothing in the NFL for him has come easy. He's been a backup. He's been on multiple different teams: Pittsburgh, Titans, Cleveland, Arizona, Minnesota. And I mean, 3 teams in 1 year is insane. So but what he's proved to me last year is that he could be a starter. So obviously there's only 32 starting jobs. So trying to find a starting job is definitely a challenge. But man, to be able to come into this organization, be a leader in that room to again help Brock Purdy. That I think is the number one thing. And then on top of that, let's say knock on wood, I do this every time. If Brock Purdy has to miss a couple games, you don't feel like Joshua Dobbs can't come in and win you a couple games or win you multiple games if he has to play for an extended period of time. That's how confident I am in the signing of Joshua Dobbs. So I think this is great. I think the whole thing about it, I love the social media presence, the pastronaut, the vibes, the veteran presence, a guy who's been through a lot already in his career and probably hasn't even had an opportunity to play his best ball yet, and now can come into Kyle's scheme and really hone that in. And I'm excited to see this play out in training camp. I'm excited to see Brock Purdy, Joshua Dobbs, like going back and forth. I don't believe at all it's a competition, to be crystal clear. I'm just excited to see how these guys push each other because I do believe that Dobbs is a good enough quarterback that he can push Brock to be better. So I like this. I like the smartest quarterback room in the NFL right now, right? Like you got an astrophysicist in there. I don't even know what it is, an astronaut. So 49ers, Josh Dobbs. I think this is a great pairing. I think it's one of the more underrated signings of the 49ers free agency. I think it's absolutely a great move. And again, for all the reasons that I've listed, he's going to bring a lot of quality elements to. And hey, he knows Jawan Jennings. He's already knows him from their Tennessee days, and they had some big moments in college together. So I think this is a good move. I'm curious to know like how you guys feel about the whole Josh Dobbs signing. What did you think about him taking us behind the scenes of like how this process looks? And we already know one of the things with NFL players, man, they're constantly on planes, they're flying back and forth, they're doing a bunch of different things. So no difference here. But what did you guys think about his kind of day in the life after getting signed, all that stuff? I think it's great. I think he's gonna be a great asset to this team. We got him for 1 year. We got him for an extreme value, and I think he's gonna pay dividends, and especially if he needs to step in at any point. So there's still one more quarterback that I think the 49ers need to add. They got 3 arms. They need 4 heading into OTAs and training camp. So I would imagine undrafted free agent potentially. Maybe they take a flyer on a 7th rounder. I'm now that they've traded one of their 7th rounders, I'm more in the mindset take a flyer on an undrafted free agent. But you never know if a guy falls, they feel is deserving of taking a pick. I think if there's anything they'd learn from the Brock Purdy situation, just take him in the 7th. And who knows what that could be with the 3 years of team control. So let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.